Good advice. Come to Ben and Kelly. It's group therapy on 99.7 DJX.
Got a message. Hey, Ben and Kelly, I think I may have something for your group therapy segment. Met this really hot guy 3 months ago while out bar hopping with some girlfriends.
Good for you.
The guy's very social, and I loved that at first. But now I think maybe he's a little too social. I think we have maybe spent one night, just the two of us together in these 3 months. He says he doesn't have to always go out, but he is yet to prove that. The other thing that bothers me is how he kisses every female he knows on the lips.
No.
I should mention he's from Venezuela, and I am not.
Okay.
So maybe I just don't get the culture. I'd hate to end a relationship with a super hot guy who's a lot of fun just because I'm lame and a prude. What would you do?
All right. Is that really a part of the Venezuelan culture to kiss and greet people by kissing them on the lips? Or is that just, an excuse?
Europeans do that, don't they? I don't know. And I feel like, did the rules change in a post-COVID world? Like now I'm awkward. I don't even know if we're supposed to hug anymore. Or if it's a fist bump or you just stand there awkwardly and wave at each other. Hi.
Okay, hang on.
Like, I don't know. Do the rules change because of that?
I did just Google Venezuelan culture. And
I bet you got a lot.
It is appropriate to kiss business acquaintances on the cheek during greetings, if initiated by them.
All right.
Also, people may gesture towards something by pursing their lips as if to kiss in the direction of the person.
Okay. But not necessarily, like, did you Google, do Venezuelan guys kiss strangers? Did you Google that? Maybe we should Google that.
I haven't yet. But, I mean, it could be a part of the culture. I mean, I know just in general, some families are more... that's how they display their affection more, like they're more kissers or more huggers or things like that. So, that could be a part of it as well for him. So,
yeah, Jennifer says, I think asking him for a date night, maybe once a week, and asking if he could maybe kiss the ladies on the cheek instead isn't too much of an ask. Expressing your concerns and wants is very important throughout your relationship, but it's especially important at the beginning so they know what you need, and then guys can decide if a relationship is viable.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think that's a good way to approach that is by just being upfront off the bat. And trying to understand it, but then telling him and expressing to him how she feels too.
Yes,
I think it's going to be important.
Bahia says, girl, it's not the culture. It's culture to kiss on the cheeks, and many cultures of all backgrounds follow that, but not on the lips. Way too intimate.
Okay.
Get rid of him.
All right. Hey, let us know. All right. 502-571-9970, especially if, I don't know, if you're Venezuelan and you, or you come from a culture where, kissing as a way of greeting or as a way of, leaving or saying goodbye is a part of your culture and can kind of like, I don't know, give us your expertise on this.
Also, maybe we should ask her for a picture just for research purposes.
Oh, you need a picture?
It's probably.
Just to see how forgivable this is? Yes. All right. 502-571-9. She's just started dating a dude. She's about 3 months in. They don't really hang out as a couple much. She said maybe once in 3 months. Mostly they just go out as large groups or go out, in groups with other people. But the other part of this whole equation is her new boyfriend is Venezuelan and kisses every female he meets on the lips.
Now, see, listen, when I'm like kind of listening to you say that, recap it, I'm just wondering now, are they even boyfriend-girlfriend?
Is this a two-way street?
Up to that?
Or a one-way street?
Right.
That's a good question.
I'm really confused about that point right now.
Have they had the talk?
Yeah.
The what are we talking? Because in his eyes, he may just think, oh, I've got this cool girl that I'm talking to, we hang out every now and then.
All these others too that I'm kissing on the lips.
Right, I'm keeping my options open. So anyways, he's Venezuelan, so maybe she's not getting the culture, but doesn't want to end things necessarily before they begin. So she was like, hey, am I just being a prude?
But the one date night in the 3 months, that they've been dating makes me question, is it an actual like relationship in his eyes as well? We know it is in her eyes.
Shanna brings up a good point on text. She texts in and says, did he kiss her the first time they met?
Well, that's a good question.
I'd imagine he did.
Yes, if he does.
Yeah, I'd imagine he did. For sure.
And then she was a smitten kitten.
She was like, oh, I am wrapped in your arms, Venezuelan king.
Yes.
All right. So, Carol, you said you have a little experience with this culture thing.
Yeah, my daughter-in-law is from Venezuela. And even to family, she just kisses on the cheek.
Okay. All right.
She purses her lips and kisses on each cheek.
Okay.
Even to the men and even her family, when we meet the family, they do the same thing. They kiss on each cheek.
The kissing on the lips thing, not really a cultural thing, we're thinking.
Right.
Oh, did that take some getting used to?
Yes, because I come from a family that's not huggy-touchy.
Uh-huh.
And everyone in their family, they'll hug you. They're very affectionate people.
All right. Maybe
she goes, you know what? We Googled it. That's not a cultural thing. You need to stop doing that right now.
No, I don't think she says that. But
no? Okay.
Hey, Carol. Hey, thank you so much for the phone call.
Thank you.
Andrew, the Love Doctor, what's your take on this?
This one's tough, guys. I mean, if it's a cultural thing, that's one thing, but I don't know if she's going to be able to tolerate that. I mean, could either one of you tolerate? I couldn't tolerate that if my girlfriend, not that I have one, I'm single, but if she walked around and kissed every man that she was friends with, I would have an issue with that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. And you know what? Listen, Andrew, we Googled it. It is not. It's not customary to kiss on the lips, on the cheek, but not the lips.
Okay. Then if you Googled it and he's kissing on the lips, he's just playing. He's keeping his options open. He's just playing, and she needs to say, see ya, later, I'm out. That's exactly what he's doing.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. Or she could just talk to him about, hey, I understand, this is a part of your culture, but, maybe if you switched it to the cheek, that would make me feel more comfortable. I don't know.
And see how he reacts to that.
Trying to understand his culture might be a better way to go, at least at first. And then if she can't, then there's that.
Yeah. Ben, I agree with you, but here's the thing. Aren't they together 3 months and they spent one night together? Is that what she said?
Yes, I think, yeah.
Yeah, that's a problem. That's a problem. If he's 3 months, one night, 3 weeks, then yes, what you're saying is valid. 3 months, she can go that route, but I'm going to tell you right now, this is going to end. I promise you.
Yeah, you need to put in a little bit more time than one date night in 3 months, for sure.
Yeah, something else is going on there, guys.
All right.
Yep, you're right.
Andrew, Love Doctor, thank you, bud.
Keep on loving, guys.
Yep. Megan, so you think, you know what, maybe this is a tradition that we've forgotten about.
Yeah. I mean, I grew up, I don't know about, I won't reveal my real age, but let's just say I remember before the internet. Okay, so.
All right. Old.
And that was endearing. You know what I mean? Like, everybody kissed everybody. That's what I grew up seeing people do. I thought it was normal. So, our generation and younger is like, maybe now that we're older, it's like it's not the norm anymore, so it's really kind of weird to us. Mm-hmm. But I mean, I still think it's endearing, and honestly, if at least he's taking her around all of his friends all the time. I mean, they might not get a lot of alone time, but at least he's not just going out with her and never showing her off to his friends. That's
true. Do you remember, Kelly, back me up on this, do you remember too when who was the old host of like Family Feud? He would legit when he would introduce himself to the families on Family Feud. It's hosted by Steve Harvey now, but the guy before Steve Harvey, he would go and he would kiss every female kissy. On the lips.
Yeah,
on television.
Right.
Yeah,
but didn't we all think that was weird?
Everybody.
Yeah. We did think it was weird, though.
All right. Well, all right. Megan, I appreciate you. Thank you for calling.
Yeah.
All right. Take care.
Like Kim said, if we visit or move to another country, just like language, we're expected to adapt to their way of living. Same goes for someone that comes to the U.S. There are gestures that we do that offend other countries. Well, people in America don't like being kissed on the lips by strangers, and even more so, their husbands or boyfriends would not appreciate it. But I guess he could always learn the hard way. She just needs to explain this to them.
Yeah. It's Richard Dawson. Thank you to everybody who texted us.
Richard Dawson.
BT Dubs. And you know what? I think the real issue here is not necessarily the kissing on the lips, but Kelly, you brought this up earlier, is the fact that they've only been out once as a couple in 3 months. Maybe he doesn't think of her as a girlfriend.
That, I think, is the bigger issue here. I think that she may think they're in this newly solid relationship, but he's probably still dating around, especially if they've only clocked in one date night in 3 months. That's the bigger issue here. I think then we tackle the whole smooching people on the face, on the lips all the time. We tackle that second. Let's find out first, is he really your boyfriend and not seeing anybody else?
Okay, and then after that, then you adopt the Venezuelan culture and start kissing every guy you see on the lips when you greet them. All right?
I'm not sure if she can pull that off.
And just say, hello, my sweet, and then just,
hello, my sweet? No,
yes.
I don't think so.
Like, nice to meet you. Mwah.
I don't really think that's the best course of action. I don't.
Listen, I'm not trained in all this. I just throw out opinions. So
right. Well, I think Andrew, the love doctor, might have nailed it. Like, I don't see a lot of longevity for this, but let's try to figure out, is he her actual boyfriend?
Yeah,
and
let's
no one
start
else in
there.
The picture.
Let's start there.
B, then we maybe explain cultural differences, and maybe in America that might be a cause for concern, and he might get himself in trouble if he starts smooching everybody.
Unless you're the former host of Family Feud.
Richard Dawson can get away with it. Right. He is the only one in America.
All right. Well, hey, good luck. We are hoping the best for your situation.